Have you heard the new Cobra Starship album? It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Bam, cover art. I love it. I've followed this band since they were brand new, and it's amazing. I just, yeah, Cobra's for life. Coach. Anyway, the other day, my best friend Amber, that's her eye right there. Creepy looking, that one right there. The other day, she came over and she ate like 4 fudgesicles, a creamsicle, and some Starbucks ice cream. Now, this may shock you, but this is her. She's skinny. Oh, what a glorious life it is. Have you ever been approached in a public place by a creepy dude with a scary beard that you never knew? I have. His name was Paul. In fact, I'm convinced that he was stalking Amber and I for about a month or so, because every time we'd be at Panera, or at least every other time, he'd be there too. And he'd always say his name. Hi, I'm Paul. Except for he never, talked to us again after we ran out of the bread store, totally terrified at the sight of him. The other day at school, I tried to paint my nails during study hall, or whatever you want to call it. I was laughing so hard that it got all over my hands, and by the second period, which was Espanol, and I love Espanol, yeah, by that class, I was like, my hands are sticky, and so I asked my teacher if I could go wash my hands, and she was like, sure. Well, I went to the bathroom and washed my hands off, and you know what happened? Absolutely nothing. It was still there. And I went, hey, help? And she goes, oh, well, there's some Clorox in the closet if you want to use it. So I decided that'd be a good idea. And I put Clorox in my hand, and she's going over the Spanish vocabulary or whatever, and I'm like trying to get the stuff off my hands, and like it was gross. And then I had to go wash my hands again. So all in all, half of Spanish class trying to get that paint off my hands. I really could have used this stuff. The other day we went to Walgreens and we got candles. This one's rose petal scented and it's really, really pretty smelling. And we got some other ones too. Look at this package of pens. There are like 20 of them. No, wait. That's way more than 20. I don't know why I said 20. I'm really bad at math. I was at school the other day and I was trying to use one of these pens and it does this thing where it doesn't come undone and you just sit there struggling thinking that it's a really bad quality pen. And my friend Allie turns to me and she goes, oh, there's a way to do that. I said, what? And she goes like this. And I would never have figured that out on my own. I'm convinced of it. How is this hand sanitizer? It doesn't even have alcohol in it. When I was 6, I wanted to be a fish when I grew up. My mom told me I couldn't do it, and a few weeks later, my teacher told me that I could do anything I wanted to do with my life. And I was really upset because it's like, well, my mom said I couldn't be a fish. It took me a good 1.5 years before I realized that there's no way for a person to transform into a fish except for by magic. Have you ever watched the Blair Witch Project? It made me afraid of forests. Now I won't go into the wilderness because I'm afraid that I'm going to get hunted by like a witch or whatever that thing was. I don't even like thinking about it because there's like a woods right outside my house. I'm afraid it's going to come get me, so I'm going to stop. You don't think it's funny? Well, you probably don't know Spadunchich.